For Morningstar, I'm Jeremy Glazer. There's been increasing interest from both investors and regulators of having more gender diversity on corporate boards. I'm joined today by Madison Sarja. She's an associate director on the quantitative research team here at Morningstar. We're going to look at how much progress is being made here. Madison, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
I want to start by just talking about the growth in representation on corporate boards. What has happened over the last, say, 5 or 10 years?
Gender diversity in corporate boards has definitely been improving. Across about the Russell 3000, women hold 16% of all companies' board positions.
But that's not necessarily evenly distributed. When you kind of dive under the hood a little bit, what do you see in terms of who's doing better and who's doing worse here?
Yeah, so it's definitely dependent on how big the company is. And so the S&P 500, the S&P 100 definitely has a lot more women on their boards. But however, as you go down the market cap, that gender diversity that you see starts to go away. And so actually, the Russell 3000 is a lot less gender diverse than the S&P 500.
One of the interesting findings of the report is that women tend to serve on more boards than their male counterparts. What do you think is driving that?
I think it's an availability pool issue, is that there's a lot of attention to get more gender diversity on boards. But when you look at it, there's only so many women who've become senior executives or have been on boards before. And these are the types of requirements to be on corporate boards. And so there's just a smaller, pool of women who can fill these seats.
So if you care about this issue and want to see more women on boards, what would be some of your recommendations to kind of solve that availability issue?
So there's a couple of different philosophies, and so one of them is what the state of California did and was regulated, and now is requiring in 2019 to have companies headquartered there have quotas for women based on the size of the boards. There's other schools of thought that thinking that this is due to board tenure and that there's not a ton of turnover of board positions, and so if we limited board tenure, then that would pave the way for more positions, which would lead to more women on the boards.
Well, Madison, I appreciate your thoughts on this paper today.
Thank you.
For Morningstar, I'm Jeremy Glazer. Thanks for watching.